Hello, ladies and gentlemen. A long time no see. It's been a while since I last performed for World Storytelling Cafe online. I mean, life got busier and I could not really focus on storytelling lately, but here I am today, honored and glad to be here performing for such a wonderful audience, for you people, for you beautiful people. So for the people here that have just joined the online audience, or the people who like see me for the first time, my name is Adnan, a storyteller from Marrakesh, Morocco, and I would love to welcome you to World Storytelling Cafe and to my session for the night. And for today, I've been thinking, what stories should I share? And there is nothing better than some stories of wisdom. A story that you can something out of. Something that you can think about later on when I finish speaking. And I brought to you two stories from far away. It's not from Morocco. And sure, not from England. The first story is going to be from Iran, and the second story is going to be from India. So, I'm gonna start with the story from Iran. So, once upon a time, there lived an old man. He's a man of wisdom. And he lived in the mountains of Iran, up the mountains, and exactly in a crossroad. So there are many mountains, and when people go down, there is a crossroad, and there is always this man standing there. And as people know him as a man of wisdom, they will always send their male children to learn from him, to be their apprentice. And one day, this old man with his apprentice, like, it was a quiet morning, until the old man, he touched the apprentice and he told him, "Look, there is a man coming down the mountain." And when the man approached, you could see that he was struggling with his donkey, cursing and insulting the poor donkey and not treating him right, telling him, "Come on, you stupid donkey, move! Come on, move along!" And he was really in a bad mood. And then that man reached our old wise man, and he asked him, "Salam alaikum, old man." "Wa alaikum salam," the wise man replied. He told him, "I am fed up with the people up the mountains. They are so grumpy, so negative, I can't really get along with them, and I want to go somewhere else." And then I told him, "Where will I go? Is it the road on our right or on the left?" The old man told him, "Well, look, son, I'm gonna be honest with you. The road on your right, it's the very same people. Grumpy, negative, they just hate everything. They are no different than the people you left in your village. And the way on your left, I don't know what's there. It's up to you to discover." And then our man told him, "I see. I think I'm just going to take the road on my right. It's okay. Maybe they are going to be different." And then he left on his way. He was going to see the same people that he left in the village up the mountains. And after a while, there is another man coming down the same village. And the wise man told his apprentice, "Look, I'm not a man." And then that man was different. He was being positive. He was being polite and kind to his donkey. And like he was enjoying life, enjoying the weather, enjoying his walk. And then he reached our wise man and his apprentice and he told them, "Salam alaikum, guys. How are you doing today? It's a beautiful day." And then the old man told him, "Yes, indeed, it's a beautiful day. Where are you going, young man?" He told him, "Well, I just left my village. I mean, the people there are kind, they are nice. We always share a lot of good memories, a lot of laughter. I have a lot of friends and family members there. But you know, I'm young and I want to discover more about life. I want to see life outside of my village. So I don't know where to go." And then the old man told him, "Well, there are two roads. The road on your right and the road on your left. The road on the right, it's the same people. Positive, kind, always laughing and smiling, and helpful, cheerful, energetic. Very same people up your village." Then the apprentice started looking at his master, looking at the old man and wondering, why is this old man lying to this man? The first one, he told him that the road on the right, it's full of grumpy negative people, and now this man, he told him that it's full of positive people. He's clearly lying, and people take him as a wise man. How come? But he kept quiet, and the old man carried on explaining, and he told him, "And the road on your left, it's up to you to discover. I don't know what's there." And the young man took a deep breath and he told him, "Well, I think I'm gonna go left. I want to discover. I mean, the people are nice, and I'm sure that the people on the left will not be bad. They might be nicer. So I want to discover more. Come on, my friend." And he dragged his donkey along with him. And then when he left and disappeared through the roads and mountains, the little man, the apprentice, dropped his boards and he stood up and he started shouting at his master. He told him, "Old man, you are a liar. You are not wise. You are far away from being wise. You are just a liar, lying to those men." The first one, who told him that the road on the right is full of negative people, and this man, who told him that it's full of it's full of positive people. How come you are lying to those men? You don't even know what's there. Then he gave him a smile, and he grabbed him by the ear and he told him, "Listen to me. This is today's lesson. The first man, he was negative, and the second man was positive. And you know what? If you are being negative, wherever you go, it's always gonna be negative. And on the other hand, if you are being positive, cheerful, smiling to life, it's always going to give you the same energy back. So the first one is coming from the same village and he thinks bad about his people. And the second one, he's happy with the people of the same village. So it's all about perspective. No matter where you go, it's all about how you see life is what matters." And the young man, the apprentice, nodded. He really understood the lesson. Because life indeed is all about perspective. And they lived happily ever after, until the end of time. But this is not the end of my session. I still have one other story to tell. And I don't know if you remember the origin of the second story. I just told you. I mean, the first one from Iran and the second one from where? It's from India. So we move from wise people and apprentices to kings and royal families. So once upon a time, there lived a king. This king one night could not sleep, and he stood up and he asked for his servant, and he told him, "Bring me some tea. I will be in the balcony, grabbing some fresh air." And then when tea was served, he told his servant, look there. Look at the other palace. There is a girl wandering in the middle of the night." And then he told him, "Yes, your majesty, that girl, she's the wife of your best friend. The wife of the prime minister." I told him, "Oh God, look at her. She's revealing herself. Oh God, she is throwing herself in the pool of water. Look at her swimming like a beautiful fish. I'm definitely going there right now." Then I told him, "Yes, sir, but again, she's the wife of your prime minister, your best friend, your childhood friend." "Yes, he's my prime minister. I am a king. She's a beautiful girl. I'm going there." The next morning, the king found his way to her palace. He knocked the door, and that beautiful wife opened the door. She saw the king, "Your Majesty." She paid respect to him, and then he started talking to her. He told her that, "Well, the minister is my best friend, and you are his wife, and now you are under my responsibility, and I want to take good care of you. So please, if you need anything, like anything in life, I'm ready to provide it." As he was speaking to her, she could see lust and desire through his eyes. She understood why he came that morning. He's not taking care of her. He wants something more. But the minister's wife was smart enough to deal with the king. She welcomed him inside, and she told him, "Please, your majesty, have a seat in the living room." So he was seated, and she told him, I want to cook something for you." And he told her, "Yes, please, I'm hungry. This is the morning. I haven't eaten any breakfast." So she went to the kitchen. It was not long until she came back with a plate covered with a piece of fabric, and she presented it in front of the king. The king unveiled that plate, and he found seven eggs, and each egg was colored, painted in a different color, rainbow colors, red, blue, yellow, green, you name it, it was there. I mean, I was surprised. I mean, they look like eggs, boiled eggs, but they are in different colors. And he asked the wife, "Why is that? Why are they in different colors?" She told him, "Your Majesty, maybe you want to try the blue one." He grabbed the blue one, he peeled it off, and he tried it. It was like any ordinary egg that he has ever eaten in his life. He told her, "Well, it's blue, but it tastes normal. It's an ordinary boiled egg." She told him, "I see. Maybe the yellow one is going to be different." And he picked the yellow one, peeled it off, tried it, same. She told him, "Maybe the green one is different." He tried the green one, the red one, until he tried those 7 eggs, and all of them were the same. And here he was really anxious. What is happening? He told her, "Can you please explain the meaning of this?" She told him, after giving him a smile, "Well, your Majesty, these eggs remind me of something. They remind me of my gender, my kind, women. I mean, we look different. You may like our shapes, our colors, the way we talk, the way we walk. But at the end of the day, we're all the same. The king, he nodded. He really understood what she is trying to say. And he left. But before he left, the ring that he was wearing fell off his finger. And he left the house. And not long after that, the minister came back. The prime minister came back to his palace. He went there, his wife welcomed him in, and he was in the living room trying to rest. It was a long, hectic day. And he was there in his living room, enjoying the ceiling, enjoying the view. And, on the carpet, oh my God, I lost my AirPod. I'm back with you. I'm sorry for the technical issue. So let's go back to old India and the minister in his living room. And he saw something on the carpet. He grabbed it. It's a ring. It's quite a big ring for his wife. And this one belongs to a man. And then he recalls, this ring belongs to the royal family. It belongs to the king. And he knows that the king is a womanizer. And the king was in his palace. And he thought of the worst. He went to his bedroom. He found his wife, and he started shouting and speaking loudly. What is the meaning of this? The king was here. What did you do? Did you cheat on me? And she was just trying to calm him down, but he could not listen. And eventually he just left. He left and he moved. He rented the house and he was living in that house. And he left his wife alone. And some weeks passed by, and his wife's parents came to visit their daughter. Her father came first, and he saw that his daughter is gloomy, she's not talkative, she's sad. He feels that there is something wrong with his daughter. Then he told her, "My sweet child, what is the matter with you? You're always talkative, cheerful. You always welcome your dad with sweets, with tea, with a lot of beautiful, delicious food. But today it's a bit different. I feel that you have a problem. Tell me, maybe I can help you." And then she started crying and telling him what happened with the king and her husband, the prime minister. And he told her, "Don't worry, my sweet child. I'll make sure that I don't leave until your problems are solved." And the next day, her father went to the royal court. "Your Majesty, I'm here to complain." And then the prime minister recognized him and he told him, "Your Majesty, this is my father-in-law. And I learned that he came yesterday and now he wants to complain. What do you want to complain about?" And then he told him, "I want to complain about you." "Me? You just came here and I've just seen you. Why do you want to complain?" And then he told the king, "Your Majesty, the prime minister, I gave him a very beautiful garden. Very beautiful. A lot of trees, rivers, a lot of greens there. But when I came yesterday and I want to check on my beautiful garden, I saw that it's about to die. He is not watering it. He is not taking care of that garden. And I am afraid that the garden will die soon." The minister understood that he is talking about his wife. And then the king told him, "Well, minister, you are an educated, smart man, and you know well enough that we should take care of what people gave us as presents, because that's precious, that's valuable. And then the minister looked at the king and he told him, yes, I totally agree with you, Your Majesty. But one day, I found out that the lion got into my garden. I found the traces of a lion. And I am afraid to go inside my garden, because there is a lion there. The king here finally understood what's happening, what's the conversation of the garden and the lion is all about. And then he told him, listen to me, my friend, and listen, the Prime Minister. The lion indeed got into your garden. But believe me that the lion did not touch anything, ruined no roses, climbed no trees, and drank no water. He went there and learned the very precious lesson that he also has his own garden, and he does not really need to roam around gardens to enjoy. And here the minister understood that there was nothing happening between the king and his wife. Then the king added, Minister, you are always working hard, and I trust you with your job. But now I want you to listen to me. I want you to take 1 month off. Go enjoy your time with your wife, travel wherever you want to go, and just take care of your garden. Then the minister went and he was so kind to his wife, brought her presents. I mean, he made up for the mistake he did, and that he was really angry at her, and she was really a nice, faithful, and trustworthy woman. And here my story ends, because everyone lived happily ever after until the end of time. And this is the end of my story. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope that you enjoyed your evenings. I have two requests to ask from you. The first one is that please share these stories with your people, friends, family, and even strangers back home. These stories should live forever, should live for the future generations to come. And the second request is that if you felt generous enough, and I know that every one of you is generous, there is the hat down there. Make sure to donate if you felt generous enough. And again, thank you so much for listening to me tonight, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, and see you next time.